The midday sun beat down. A young cheetah cub, barely 6 months old, stalked through the tall grass. He was small, alone, and very hungry. The scent of prey hit his nostrils. A hare, injured, hiding. The cub moved with newfound purpose. This was his chance, his first real hunt. He pounced. The hare, bigger than he expected, fought back. The cub wrestled, adrenaline pumping. He had to prove himself. Finally, the hare went limp. The cub, exhausted but triumphant, stood over his prize, his first kill. A wave of primal instinct washed over him. This was survival. The cub, still panting, started to feed. The taste was unfamiliar, metallic, but it meant he lived to see another day. His hunger, momentarily satisfied, started to fade. Then he heard it, a low, guttural laugh. Hyenas. 2 pairs of eyes, cold and calculating, peered from the bushes. The cub instinctively knew danger. He growled, a feeble attempt to ward off the larger predators. The hyenas edged closer, drawn by the smell of blood and the promise of an easy meal. The cub stood his ground, fear battling with the instinct to protect his kill. He had fought hard for this. He wouldn't give it up without a fight. The hyenas sensed his fear, their confidence growing. They were closing in. It was a standoff. The lead hyena lunged. The cub dodged, narrowly avoiding the snapping jaws. He hissed, a desperate show of defiance. The hyenas were relentless, circling him, their laughter echoing in the air. He was outnumbered, outmatched. His small frame trembled with exhaustion and fear. He had to escape, but he couldn't leave his kill. It was all he had. Just when hope seemed lost, a blur of spotted fur burst onto the scene. A fearsome growl, deeper and more menacing than the hyenas, filled the air. The cub's mother had arrived. The mother cheetah, a vision of power and grace, stood between her cub and the hyenas. Her eyes blazed with a ferocity that sent shivers down their spines. She was a force of nature, protecting her own. The hyenas, taken aback by her sudden appearance, hesitated. They had underestimated the bond between mother and cub. The mother cheetah didn't hesitate. She charged. The hyenas, yelping in fear, scattered. The mother cheetah had won. She turned to her cub, nuzzling him gently. He was safe. He had survived. The cub, humbled and grateful, leaned into his mother's warmth. They had faced the wild together, and they had won.